Amongst the numerous Resident Evil 4 leaks and rumours, there have been multiple other Resident Evil projects that have been floating around. One of those projects is Resident Evil Outrage. There have been many rumours regarding the intention behind this release, some referring to it as the final game of the Revelations trilogy and a Switch-timed exclusive. The leaks regarding this title popped up along with the other leaks that were revealed in the massive Capcom leak scandal. It was apparently planned to release months after RE Village, but this of course was not the case, with some sources stating the game has been cancelled, with others saying it's just been delayed. Rumours have stated that the game will consist of the main characters Rebecca Chambers and Leon S. Kennedy. This doesn't seem too far-fetched if you factor in the CGI movie Resident Evil Vendetta, where the two have already met on screen. And while the story is unclear, leaked information has stated that the game has already been playtested in 2021, which could further suggest that the game has been cancelled. But that brings up the question of if Capcom is willing to waste the time and resources they've already invested into this project, but of course they can always redirect the resources into a project like Resident Evil Village DLC, or even the rumoured Resident Evil 4 remake. But that depends on how similar the two projects are. The game was to include yet another new virus that forces the victims to display an uncontrollable rage, which is not exactly zombie-like, but it's similar to how the infected were in 28 Days Later, if you watch that movie, where instead of they're trying to just eat everything, they just have an uncontrollable rage where they just want to kill everything. While this is slightly disappointing, personally, it's not too surprising considering we've not had traditional zombies since Resident Evil 6, that's not including of course the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes, but it has been so long since we have had traditional zombies, so I'm not too fussed if we are getting another variation of how the Resident Evil 4 infected are, or even the Resident Evil 5. YouTuber Nate the Hate claimed that Resident Evil Outrage has quietly been cancelled by Capcom, which of course further backs up that the game has been cancelled fully and we won't be seeing it at all, and that the game was also never going to be Revelations 3 or a Switch exclusive, and instead the game was supposed to be another multiplayer focused game that was set to release on Xbox, PlayStation and PC. With how contradicting many of these sources and their information are with one another, it's extremely hard to find anything concrete on this game other than the fact that it was considered at one point by Capcom, and as for what they're doing with the game at the moment is very unclear, with many of the sources pointing towards it being cancelled. With Capcom not having said a single thing about this entry, I think it's safe to say we won't be getting it until something official from Capcom about its release or even its development, and I think that we will get a Revelations 3 at some point in the near future, but as to when that is, only time will tell. Resident Evil Outrage does sound like a pretty interesting idea. I do like the lineup of characters. I think Rebecca and Leon is a pretty cool lineup of just who to match together. I would like to see Jill return at some point, hopefully in Resident Evil 9, fingers crossed. But we will have to wait and see. This isn't too much of an issue though, as we do have the Village DLC on the way and the highly likely Resident Evil 4 remake on the horizon, so I'm not too fussed that if this game actually was cancelled, as there is a lot more in store for us as Resident Evil fans. As always guys, if you did enjoy, a like would be extremely appreciated, and subscribe for a lot more Resident Evil content. Let me know down below what you think of Outrage and the little information that we know about it, and I look forward to reading all of your comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.